babes, let's jump in to eyebrows. I am using the Brow Definer from Anastasia Beverly Hills, of course. This is my all-time fave so far. I use it in chocolate. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill these brows in a little bit. I don't usually do this on camera, so I figured I would this time around. Now my eyebrows are still growing in, so with that being said, I'm just filling them in. I'm not going to make them perfected. Just gonna let them live their wild and crazy life. It just is what it is. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with Benefit Stay Don't Stray. I know I have to get off my normal habits. I need to try some other ones on camera. I will get to it. I will get to it. I will get to it. I promise. But I'm just going to go ahead and blend this on out per usual. Then I'm going to go ahead and set it with LA Girl Pro powder. This powder is very soft. I don't know that I would continue to use it to set my whole face, but for my eyeshadow primer, it does the job just fine. Dun dun dun. Yes, finally in my possession. The Morphe 3502 palette. This is beautiful. The color payoff is amazing. The formula is definitely better. So excited to use it. I'm just gonna go in with the Morphe M441 blending brush just so I can go ahead and jump into the transition color. I was so excited, I didn't know what to use. It was so pretty. But I'm gonna go into like this sand color, but of course, my favorite transition color that is. I'm just going to blend this into the top of the crease. And I'm going to go ahead into this light orange color. And I'm going to put that on top of, just kidding, I'm going to put that on the outer V first. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to go in with the blending brush and I'm just going to blend that out all over the lid as well as the first transition color. The reason I put it in the outer V is because even as I am blending, the color payoff, at least on my eyes, stays a bit more prominent in that area. Then I'm going to go ahead into the Farsali 24 karat gold drops for my lips. It's winter now in Chicago, so my lips have gotten dry with this transition of weather. The stuff does absolutely wonders. Back into the Morphe palette, I'm going to go in with that brown shade. And I'm just going to use a little bit right inside of the crease. Not too much. It's going to be just enough to change the definition of the color. And just go into a blending brush, more tapered so blending brush that is, and just hit that crease, blend it out, and you'll see that it gives it a little bit of a deeper look. Then I'm going to go in with the Stila liquid liner, the same one I used in my last video. I love this liner now. The line becomes so precise. It's amazing. And my eyes are done. I finished my liner, threw on my lashes, just darkened my lower lash line with black, called it a day. Now I'm going to go in with the Farsali Unicorn Essence Drops. Oh, tears of unicorn. Anyways, this is an amazing moisturizing primer, but I'm also going to pop a primer over it after my B6 from Urban Decay, but of course, this spray is still so refreshing. Again, not something you have to do, just my preference. Give it a shot if you're curious, just vitamins. Then I'm gonna jump into the Optical Illusion primer by Urban Decay. I absolutely love this primer. And then at this point from there, I'm just going to jump into my NARS. I love this foundation right now. I am like addicted. I feel like there comes a time when you just have foundations and there's always a certain one that just does the trick for that time being and you just cannot stray away. That's how I feel right now with this. Then I'm going to go ahead in with concealer, and I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to go into my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. This was my favorite concealer for the longest. Then of course I'm just going to jump on top with Tarte, and then I'm going to blend it on out. I'm going to go ahead then and I just set everywhere I concealed with Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, but of course. Then I'm going to go ahead and just take another Morphe brush, I forget which one this is, and I'm just going to wipe off all of the, well, brush off all of the excess powder, setting powder that is. And I'm going to go into MAC Studio Fix. This is my pressed powder in NC40. And I'm just going to set the rest of my face with that. Then I'm going to go ahead and jump into Marc Jacobs bronzer. Tantastic. I couldn't think of it for a second there. This is one of my absolute all-time favorite bronzers, and I'm just going to bronze up the face. I'm not going to bake or do any sort of full-on contouring, just give it a piece of a contoured look, but I just want to bronze it on up. The faces we make when we do certain things in makeup are hilarious. Horrible. And you want to hit the forehead, I hit the neck, the chin, the shebang. Now we're going to go ahead and just contour that nose a little bit. Again, I love my nose. This is because I feel it just gets lost in all the other powder. Breath of Plum by MAC, of course, one of my all-time favorite blushes for the fall/winter season. I'm going to go ahead in with Maybelline's Chrome Highlight. Lord sweet baby Jesus, this officially is the best highlight of drugstore highlights out there. I thought Sleek Beauty was onto something, but this right here though, finally got my hands on it. Oh, I'm so in love. Then I'm going to go ahead in with Anastasia's new Glow Kit. It is beautiful. They all have an iridescent background to them. I'm going to go in with the white color. I think it's called Marshmallow. I probably just made that up. I don't know. I'll put it in the description. But I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner of the eye and as well as the brow bone on both sides. Then I'm going to go ahead and finish up those brows, just touching them up, making sure nothing looks sparse. Again, they are wildebeest, they are wild. I'm just letting them live their life. From there, I'm gonna go ahead and go into NYX. It's a purple liner. Forget the name, per usual. I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips with that purple. It's so beautiful. Then I'm jumping to this chrome purple color from NYX, and I'm just going to apply that. For setting spray, I'm just going to go in with Kat Von D's Lock It and spray that good old face down. Jump back in with some more highlighter because, you know, we can never be too highlighted. And that is it, babes.